AgriTech Analytics, or ATA, is the second largest certified dairy records processing center in the United States and is owned by Holstein Association USA. ATA provides data to dairy producers for management, genetic improvement, and pedigree purposes. By utilizing the reports and herd analysis made available by ATA, herd owners are able to maximize profitability and better position themselves in today's competitive dairy industry. With the West Coast location, it makes it possible to process records and have them sent to producers in the same day. They process 90% of records on the same day they receive them from the farm and the DHI lab. Did you know you can combine complete with DHI record processing at ATA? The processing fees will be discounted by 2 cents per cow per test day for each animal enrolled in Holstein Complete. If your records are currently processed somewhere else, do know it's easy to transfer your herd to ATA. Contacting your local DHIA service provider and requesting a transfer form is the first step to transfer your herd to ATA. When processing records with ATA, your dollars are going back into your Holstein Association so they can continue to provide programs and services to you.
Hi, I'm Lisa Perucci, and I am a dairy records processor and IT support in this office. The majority of what I do now is more of the program development and some IT support within the office, but I've also helped with the processing of our herds, and have been doing this for about 17 years now. Came in starting at mailroom and have worked my way up into just about every position available here, almost. So I'm going to give you a demonstration real quick of basically how we're processing herds today. And I have an example of one. And what that entails is information that's coming from multiple sources. We have the dairy has to send us some kind of status and information on the animals that we're processing. And then we also receive information from our labs that will merge together, process all the information, and then resubmit a series of reports that go back to the dairies and also get submitted to CDCB and other affiliated businesses, including Holstein. So to keep this really simple, what I can do is take a look at a herd and we can get a glance at what its current status is by its reports and pull them up based on the last processing. So this is the last time the herd processed, the series of reports that were done. We can look at the individual cow records and verify information. The status of the cows, their last test day information, their current events. I'm going to look and see what I've been notified by email that we have received the test day information on this herd. So the first thing I do is check to see that we have a send that came from the dairy that's updated the status information. And this is done by them submitting a file through the Valley Egg software iLoop in most cases. And we've gotten all their status information here, and we've actually processed this file already. So all the status has been updated on this herd. Now I'm going to go in and load the files that we got from our lab. And I'm going to bring in our lab files so that they can be merged together. Okay, so my files are loaded, but I am showing that I have some discrepancies here. The test type is not correct, so I'm going to change that. And update my screen, and that looks good. We copy some of that information over from the lab files and put it into what we call an options file. And this updates the test day information, the tank weights or bulk tanks, the pickups, the date of the test, the milk pricing, but most of the other information is kind of defaulted. These are the reports that we'll be processing for this herd, and they will be generated automatically as soon as we are completed. So now the herd is completed processing, and we're going to take a look at the results and make sure that they're in line with what we expect. And all of these reports had automatically formed, and they're ready to be sent to the producer. So just at a glance, the first things I'm going to take a look at is to make sure that I have the correct test day, that my average milk is within a range that I would expect it to be in, that my milk shipped is within a range I would expect it to be in, and that I have my proper components set up. And it looks like I'm okay at a glance, so I will go ahead and let this go to our mailroom, and they'll review the reports as they print them.
ATA, it's your choice for exceptional dairy records.